Okay, so this is where Wendigoon thinks that Gabby here is a demon and is trying to spread to basically manipulate a bunch of children or something like that. Because
Really?
that is, yeah, I mean, we could play it.
Not.
His reaction to that ending.
I get this is a very happy ending, like, oh, you want to help us now? But no.
This is the reason. This is the reason. Okay, watch this thing. This is the reason I'm making this video. It's because of this.
You're all sipping. You're it is.
This was directed at me. I swear to God.
Because the angel has a pretty voice.
That's not why. That's not
why.
It is
a woman's voice telling you you're doing a good job and she's proud of you, and you just turn your brain off.
No, that's not what it is,
princess. It is your fault. You look. The demons are gonna win, and you're doing it.
No, I'm not.
It's your fault. Okay. Look at me. Look at me. Look. Just because she's a woman doesn't mean she's good for you. Stop right now.
I mean, in that logic, he does make sense.
It's your fault.
Not every woman's good.
People.
But
he's wrong.
I'm not seeing like the negative. There was nothing there for like
tell you you're doing a good job.
Like Gabby or Gabriel never like
is out the window.
Swayed anybody wrong.
So his main argument, which I do agree, they never resolve the whole beginning of her being like, "Oh yeah, hide the gun. What do you want me to do? Like, what do you? We are powerful." You know,
yeah, like that
is never resolved. And as far as I know, this is the end. I don't know if they'll eventually make more or not, but yeah, for the last 7 months, this has been the end. And this was like, I think all came out pretty close to each other. It was the first episode.
Yeah, that was like the only thing where I was like,
yeah, it was a year ago. So this all came out in a 3-month span. So if they were making more, they're taking their sweet time. So I feel like that is the end. So I think personally that it was basically because she never teaches him to do anything like
wrong.
Kill him or anything. Yeah, it's all to protect himself. So
that's what I was
think
thinking
happened is simply the dad like may have died or may have just left and abandoned them eventually. And she was just like, yeah, go like hide at another friend's house whenever things are rough and whatnot. I think everything in this show, because it's supposed to be like it's, you know, labeled as, oh, Angel Hare, analog horror. I think it's all red herring. This is not a horror story at all, is what I think. It's a like nice story pretending to be a horror story is what I got and what I think. Where Wendigoon here is convinced
you cannot fix her. If that
there's more to it, that there's a demon
from hell for thousands of years to steal children's souls.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was left thinking that like, where is the like. There was the one mention of the like demonology thing.
Yeah, which I think is just because. So we know now, whatever they are, she's the only religious one. Our other homeboy, he's from a detective show. Like Dag over here, he has nothing to do with religious stuff. He doesn't mention it really. Like, he has a religious sounding name, but like other than that, like he's not. So I think the religious connotation and all that is just coming from the fact it's a religious cartoon, and all of that's just being used to teach a lesson, is what I think. I think it's all red herrings to try.
What is Zag's full name?
Let's see. This is the actual. You said it for like a millisecond.
It was
it's like
Zagreal.
Let's see. There it is. Zagzagel. There you go.
Let me see here. So Zagzagel advised and taught Moses was one of 3 angels who escorted his soul to heaven.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like maybe they're reaching a little.
So
considering they use Gabriel and then they step down a little.
I think it is, especially the Easter episode, which, you know, I don't know if this one is canon or not, But the Easter egg especially makes me feel like it's all just a red herring, and all that kind of stuff is used as more of a joke. Because all of that kind of like demon stuff is all in the bonus tapes, and it's all just our boy Francis. So for all we know, Francis could just be an unreliable narrator, basically. So I personally think all of that stuff is a red herring, and this is pretty much just a show about like happy vibes, pretty much. Well, I found it was an attack just because I had a different opinion than Wendigoon. Okay, if he ever saw
for
this,
once.
just because I have a different opinion than you, Wendigoon, does not mean I want to fuck the bunny. Okay, I'm not into the bunny. I don't wanna. No, I don't.
But what?
No, no, I'm not
Don't
interested in the
look
Wendigoon. No, I'm not looking at her, Wendigoon. I'm just saying, I think you're reaching.
Don't look at her.
I think
look
he's
at
reaching.
me.
I think
Don't
he's
look
reaching
at the
here.
anthropomorphic woman rabbit thing. I'm better.
But yeah,
You can be better. You cannot.
that's kind of what I thought. Was it's not much, you know. It's never really horror.
I mean, they never
Like,
really
it's definitely creepy from time to time, but it's not.
it edges like a gap where it's like it hits that like, ooh, we're about to edge horror onto you, but they never like fully wing it. Like
Because I don't
they
think
maybe,
it's a
like-
horror story. That's why.
yeah, they
I
never
think-
fully give you like the satisfaction of actual horror, which is like the
Yeah.
here's like this little tease of what demons could be, or like
I think,
even expanding more upon the fact of like, how about you take apart whatever weapon that is and like,
yeah.
you know,
Like,
store
I
it
have
somewhere.
no idea what these creatures are. Like, maybe they are literal angels. I don't think they are. But, like, whatever they are, it doesn't really matter because I don't think they're, like, malicious. Because in Wendigoon's mind, this is all a ploy. This is they're manipulating this guy to put her on the internet so now we're all tricked and she's now manipulating all of our children who are doom scrolling through TikTok.
Well,
So,
yeah.
but yeah, like they could be angels. Like that I think is possible. Or I
I
think,
definitely feel like they're calling more on the aspect of like, yeah, like Gabby and like,
well, obviously, yeah, they're
them being
obviously
angels.
angels. But I mean, like,
Yeah.
are they literally angels, or are they just created to be like angels? Is the question. And I feel like I don't know. Like, do you think this is like super advanced AI, or do you think they are literally angels that are stuck in these two cartoons?
part of me wants to say that they actually are because they were like, we had to adapt before.
Yeah,
But
that's so that
that's-
assumes that when they've
That they're
been doing
real.
something like this before, yeah, because according to that, that means this isn't the first time. So that means their
That it's
first
happened,
show,
yeah.
Angel Hare, they have adapted. That also
Mhm.
could simply mean they both have always been in this show, Angel Hare, and they used to both be in Wild Hare, and maybe that's what they mean by adapting. Who knows? But
Yeah.
there's no evidence to show that they were both in the same show. It definitely seems like
Mhm.
they're from two separate shows the whole time.
That's what I get too because they
Yeah.
yet again, two separate vibes.
So I'm
Um,
definitely I definitely could believe they are actual angels, but I don't.
That's
think,
what I'm thinking.
I don't think they're demons. I think that's a red herring. I think it's just
Yeah,
like a joke to make you think they're demons. Like, I do not think they are demons. I do not think that's the moral of this story. Is I do agree though. There are definitely signs pointing towards it, but I feel like that's reaching more so than what the signs that show that they're not. Like, you know, like
Because like I feel like whatever Gabriel does is out of like a sense of protection, not necessarily out of a sense of like malice,
exactly like.
or
There's
treachery.
nothing openly demonic about it. If this
Um,
is the most subtle demon known to man. If this
Either
is a
yeah,
demon.
either it
This
like
is the
if it
most
is, then we
helpful
are
and
being
nice
tricked.
demon.
We're
This
being
is the-
tricked if it is.
This is the trickiest demon known to man. If it is, and I don't think that's the case. That's what Wendigoon believes. Wendigoon will have you say this is a demon. Her kind words and exterior is tricking us, but I think he's wrong. I don't want to fuck the bunny.
Wendigoon,
interested in
it's
the
just
bunny.
a woman. I will not be swayed.
I will not be swayed, but I don't think it's a demon. Okay, he's jumping to conclusions.
I will not be giving this
Another
rabbit back
thing-
shots.
Very funny. You'll have to watch the stream after this on your own time
Yeah,
or
I'll have
something. But he the whole time is like, they made this for me. Like, this is my show.
to.
And like that was the whole thing. It's because like they made like a animation of like him at one point, and like he starts this by saying like, oh yeah, I had a dream when I was a little kid of like a character in a TV talking to me, and like just like what this is describing. It's like they're trying to manipulate me, they're trying to trap me, and so he's just like paranoid basically. It's a trick. He won't, Wendigoon won't fall for it. But he's fallen for it because that's what they want him to think, that it's some kind of demon. I think this is just a wholesome story about a crazy guy. The protagonist is fucking insane, but, good for him getting his angel back, I guess. But he's fucking unhinged, bro. Like, the only times we hear him speak, he sounds fucking insane, and then the only other time we hear him is him breathing like a maniac after finding his girl.
Yeah, he honestly,
crazy.
like, the protagonist reminds me of...
The protagonist is truly obsessed and insane.
Yeah, like, the protagonist truly reminds me of, what's his name? Sean Bluffs, or whatever, the guy, like, that hates, like, the trains, or whatever in his town.
You got something you want to say? Is that why you keep parking out front of my house? Come on, you like parking here. Why don't you fucking explain yourself? No, got nothing to fucking say, huh? Just gonna be a big piece of shit, right? This ain't a fucking railroad.
Because he lives right by the train track.
The real life guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
These motherfuckers. But yeah, like, I'm telling you, dog, like, ain't no way they're demons. Like, there's no way. It's a red herring. Like,
I don't feel like it's a demonic thing.
So, like, once again, like, I will say, like, it is hard to refute fucking Francis looking at a TV and calling it a demon box. Like, that's hard to refute. Like, that's pretty hardcore, like, uh-oh, something bad's happening.
At the end of the day, like, it's very, like, a tricky thing where it's like...
Yeah, we don't know enough about this.
Yeah, we're clearly not in the religious, like, pretense.
I'm not... Wendigoon never mentions anything like that, so I'm going to assume that's not a thing, because, he's an expert. He's literally an expert, and he doesn't bring up anything like that.
Because
of course, he just thinks they're demons. It's easy to say they're all demons, and that's easily the answer for him. But if that's the case, yeah, that is true. They're all just demons, and they're just greater demons, and that's why Francis and the other thing are working. So I guess I'll give that point to Wendigoon. That answers that. If they are demons, that makes more sense. But then if they are demons, then why the fuck is Francis literally actively like throwing? Like, bro is like constantly like, oh, I'm a wee bit devilish.
Yeah, like that's the thing that I don't understand.
Scenes like that are like comedic. They're like completely comedic. I don't think there's any like actual lore from that. I think it's literally just for the joke. Like, every time they come off as jokes, it's not like serious. Like, he's like, oh, there's demons. Look at this funny picture I drew. Like it always comes off as a joke, not like so I think as like the cartoon, they wrote jokes, like as far as that, because it seems like there is a script, and like the side characters seem to try and follow the script. It's like what's confusing to me is the reveal that Francis isn't just a character and also is like them. Because then every time in the old cartoons you see, every time he's always not reacting to the person on the screen. It's only Gabby in the first parts. He always, in fact, he'll just ignore what she's saying and keep talking with the script. So that part confuses me. But maybe, he just really likes the show and just wants to follow the script, which does show when Zaggy shows up. Because he's like, because we presume when he first shows up, he's like, no, we gotta do the first episode. So that first like part is just them doing the episode. And once Zaggy realizes that that's not just some weirdo watching me, it's like the guy running the show, that's when he gets interested. And until then, he was just running through the show with Francis to try and find her in there somewhere.
Because, that makes sense to me.
Yeah, like
there's
the whole...
like, I don't know, like, Francis doesn't really acknowledge
the watcher
at all. Yeah.
Until he, until Zaggy's like, you seeing this guy? And he goes, yeah.
You saying this over here?
Yeah, like that's the only, before then he never reacts. It's
and even then, Francis
reacts.
Was like very hesitant to even like respond to that.
So like,
he was like, I don't know. Like,
so that once again, to give Wendigoon props, I'm not saying it's completely impossible, but if they were demons, maybe Gabby's like, you shut your fucking mouth. Only I talk to the kids. You don't fucking say a word. You keep to the script. So, once again, maybe he's right. Maybe he's right, but I don't think he is. Okay? He could be right. It's possible, but I don't think so. Especially if this is the ending. I mean, this seems more of a happy ending, Having the bunny tear up, by the way, Like, come on. Demons be tearing up? Also, the outro song, it's the first, like, happy song. All the other ones are so sad. This one's such a happy song. Banger, by the way. The outro
Does
song.
he go over the connotations of the music, perhaps?
No. No, he
Doesn't
doesn't
mean
mention
she's
that.
good for you. Stop.
You really are hung up on this one.
That's the reason I want to make this video.
Yeah,
Because
you want to make this. You want to make
this
this
is
video
the live
because you
stream.
felt this was a personal
This was a
attack.
live stream, and he literally is personally attacking someone in the chat, and I didn't type it, but I really felt like he was talking to me, even though I wasn't the one that said that. I know there's someone he's talking to. I know it's not me, but, like, once again, like, it's just, I don't think it's. I don't believe she's not a demon because she's cute. I don't. You're wrong.
This was literally like right now you were making this video because you caught a stray.
I really did. I was sitting here watching this. I was watching this when it went live, but, like, I only saw some of it. And, like, now I just feel personally attacked because I was even there. Like, I didn't even see this part when I was watching him live. But just the fact that I was there, that could have been me. Like, come on now.
That's really funny.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I assume this is the end of the series. And it has such a happy, upbeat ending if the demons just won.
Or whatever. I really do like the connotation of it being, like, angels trying to help kids but being spread too thin due to the fact that they have to, like, remodernize their way of helping people.
As far as we know. According to our boy Francis, there are more. But, yeah, there's only 2 as far as we know.
I like that idea. And
so, yeah,
I think
if we believe everything that Francis says in the bonus episodes, then there are demons, but there are also a bunch of angels. So it's a toss-up. Like, either Francis is just a talking back. I guess you could make the argument that Francis was just a normal badger, and then an angel made him like that when it did the fucking scream blast.
Because
when they first
met. Okay, now that would make sense to me.
Yeah.
Like, where it was like an angel had come down.
He said the first time we met, this is what it looked like. So that implies that that's what made him not a badger. So maybe literally she shows up to this show, turns like a generic badger character into a homie, and they do the show or something like that. Maybe like the people at Wreath made like the backgrounds and everything, and then she came as the characters, like maybe something like that. Who knows? That's how it works. They never get into it, but
they never. We don't have a definite like.
We don't know anything as far as the background.
Yeah, we are digging into something that like
we are digging for scraps.
Yeah, we are quite
but
literally.
I refuse to believe Wendigoon's theory that it's a demon. I refuse. That was not a demon. That was an angel. She was whispering sweet things into my ears.
She was too sweet to be a demon.
It's not because she's a girl. It's not because I want to bang her. But that's good. That's good in her heart. I'm not being deceived, Wendigoon. I'm not being tricked. Becomes false prophet.
Yeah.
False prophet POV for me.
I definitely think it leans more on the side of being
like I don't think it's a demon, and I refuse to believe it.
Yeah, I definitely feel like it's more like an angelic thing than it is like a, because there's never any moments in particular where I'm like,
that's like evil. It's never evil.
Yeah,
the only
it's
time
never
it's slightly
outright
evil is the scene where it goes, "What do you want me to do?" Like implying that like they'll kill his dad or something, and we don't even know. That we're just implying, like, what did he say? Like, what were they talking about?
What did he say?
What did he say? Exactly. Like, we don't have all the info. Okay, so just jumping that it's an evil demon manipulating this child. If it was a demon manipulating his child, it would have been like, yo, Joseph, like,
Kill your dad.
no, Joseph, see that pistol there? Fucking put it at your head and pull the trigger. Or, like, shoot yourself in the leg. Like, that's the kind of stuff demons do. Demons don't tell you to hide from your dad and, like, how to stay calm. Like, that's not demon-like. Like, this is the most patient demon known to man. Like, demons never do this kind of stuff in the stories, dude.
I mean, trying to think if there was any case scenarios where.
Like, they're always, like, they'll be, like, nice, but, like, it's still, like, very obviously evil in some degree.
Well, yeah, because you. Yeah,
Like, they're
again.
never this nice. And for the fact...
Satan
Sorry,
walked around with Jesus for like days, if you remember correctly.
I don't
and
know
was just
anything
like,
about the Bible.
I'm this guy, and Jesus is like, no, you're not. And he's like, damn, you're right, I'm not. And then he will walk up again, and Jesus is like, I'm getting real tired of this, man. Can we like?
That's fire. That's fire, though. But yeah, but like he's trying to like he's doing evil stuff, I imagine. Not just chilling.
He's like, he's just trying to like, he's trying to fool Jesus into like doing something. Like there are 3 different sins he's trying to like commit.
Yeah, so he's
like,
trying to make him commit sins. Yeah, that's that. That doesn't compare to Gabby. She's not doing anything like that.
True. There's nothing outright
And
that is like
with
calling to me
demons-
that is like doing
as you
anything.
said, are demons even possible to say like the word of God? Like she's preaching the word of God.
That's
throughout
what
it.
I was thinking.
Like she's literally telling psalms and like telling words from the Bible. Like can demons even do that? I don't know enough about them.
I don't
like
think...
can a demon like I don't think demons could like do that, can they?
Because
but apparently they can. According to Wendigoon, an expert, he never brings that up. So apparently they can.
Names are like held with reverence. So like the fact that like I wouldn't think that like they could call upon each other's names.
I'm gonna trust Wendigoon here. He never brings that up as an argument or against himself. So I'm gonna assume they could manipulate and pretend to be an angel and do all that. I'm gonna assume.
It's a maybe.
According to Wendigoon, who is the expert here, I'm gonna trust what he was saying.
Yeah, he's the Bible guy.
He's the Bible guy, and he never once was like, well, actually, maybe these are angels because they're actually doing angel stuff. No, he's like, nah, this is a fucking demon, man. The whole time, from start to finish, he's like, that Gabby's the demon. She's a witch. She's a demon. I can feel it the whole time. So I'm gonna go with he says that's not an argument against it, but I still think he's wrong. Okay, I still think he's wrong. Good lord. But yeah. Overall, how'd you think of the actual content? I thought it was really good.
I thought it was good. Yeah.
Not to get too personal, but the starting bit I really connected with. You know. As a victim of household abuse, you know, kind of connects pretty well. I could get the same kind of vibe he was. It'd be nice to have a guardian angel. That's why it's real. That's why it's real.
We're connecting more and more parallels here, man.
She could have been mine. That was an angel. Okay, that was a guardian angel. Wendigoon, you're wrong. That wasn't a demon, and you should accept its love. Unquestioning. But yeah, love the video. Wendigoon's video was awesome.
It was really.
I just don't agree that it's a demon, and I don't agree that he's saying it's not a demon just because it's a girl, and that I'm in love with her, and that's why I can't accept it. That's not the reason. I can't give you a better reason for why that's not the reason, but I can promise you it's not. I swear. I can't tell you why I know it's not, but you just gotta trust me. You gotta trust me, it's not. I swear. Wonderful series. I loved the series. That's for sure.
It was good.
It's very good. I liked it a lot.
It raises a lot of questions.
Yeah, a lot of questions. Don't think they're ever going to be answered. I hope they're answered. Maybe this will be the next part. And they are demons. I mean, that's the only place you could go is if they are demons. Otherwise, it's over.
Yeah. Like unless they encounter.
If they're not demons.
Unless it's a thing of like.
They encounter the demon hairs.
Yeah, they start encountering like the demon
one
hairs.
Scene. Let me see. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. So there's one thing that Wendigoon mentions. I guess I can just use it. So at the one scene, he makes a good point. I don't know where it is. I think it's around here.
That's pretty sad, Angel.
I'm
What's
surprised I haven't
important
seen
is to
this.
remember the message,
Yeah, okay. I think this is the part.
which is that someone was willing
Yeah,
to die
someone
to keep
was
you
willing
from
to die,
harm.
keep you from harm.
You can always have faith in that, Jonah.
Which, Wendigoon has a reaction to that.
So of course, obviously, the Easter message is that's about Jesus. Someone died for you, right? But
Yeah.
the way she didn't say Jesus and said someone died to keep you from harm. That sounds more. There's more happening there. Wait, we've never been explicitly told that it was his father that was abusive. It could have been an uncle or some other entity, right? Maybe his father died protecting him from whatever it was, or I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, that's the kind of thoughts Wendigoon had, which I disagree. I feel like it is just referring to Jesus, maybe, and she just didn't want to say Jesus for some reason. Yeah, it's weird that she doesn't just say Jesus. Remember, Jesus died for you. Just that someone. I guess the mentality is like, remember, someone was willing to die for you. It kind of still works, and it's not like as menacing when you really think about it.
Yeah.
Of course, with Wendigoon's guys, that's a red flag. But it's more like someone's willing to die for you. Remember that, like you're special, more so than just like Jesus. Maybe, I don't know.
Mm.
She's also kind of including herself. I feel like she's like, I'm also willing, kind of thing. But yeah, I just can't, in my heart of hearts, say that this is a demon. Any final thoughts, Josh? Anything you want me to look at?
Just like
I definitely feel like this, like,
That's
there's not
because-
really a demonic part of this, other than maybe like little
Like, I
gifts
think they were
and
jokes.
tags.
Yeah, I thought they were jokes, personally.
Like, yet again, Francis maybe edges that line a little bit, where he's like, he's got something in his back pocket, but like, it's because yet again he always
I
leans
don't
onto
know
it.
where, but he in because we didn't see it, but it's somewhere. Oh, right here. I think it's the promotion for their like. This is just merchandise, but I think they show all of Francis's pictures of like the demons.
I think that's a badger with a
Yeah. So this is like some of the demon
Deer?
pictures, apparently.
some kind of animal on its back.
Who are you? You're expecting somebody,
Yeah. So yeah, once
But
again, demons
they never show the
that
full
are described
image.
as a badger, not a great look. But I don't know. Once again, I think it's red herrings that make this seem more horror-y when it's really not. They're just kind of trying to put horror into this so it can be in the genre, but don't really want to tell a horror story. It's really what I got. Outside, real life, what I thought while watching. In lore, obviously, it's different, but in real life, that's kind of what I got. That's what I thought.
Yeah, I just feel like there's something that maybe Francis has, if they ever like continue the series, that like maybe Francis has in his back pocket, where he's like, because he's always the one bringing up the like,
Yeah, because he's answering letters.
Yeah, he's always the one bringing
You're
up
doing
the
a good job, and she's proud
like
of you. And
evil-ish
you just
connotations.
turn your brain off.
The yet
That's
again,
where I think this is
if he's
going.
not looking to the
Absolutely
music,
not.
the music definitely has a part to play as well.
Yeah, the music definitely has certain connotations, but once again, I think that's trying to make it horror. I think it's a red herring.
So you think it's a red herring? Like the music itself is a red herring.
Everything in it is a red herring to make it seem spooky. IRL. In my personal opinion, and I think this is just a nice, wholesome story. With the shader, it's got the shader pack of a
He's
horror
got the
show.
shader,
They're
horror
using the
shader.
music, they're using the images and whatnot, but like the story they're telling seems to be a nice one. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get a good when he's pointing at it. Damn it. He makes like he makes a serious.
You should just take the clip. Just take like a 30-second clip and be like, "This was a personal attack."
Oh well, then yeah, there it is. Perfect. No! I'm recording all this, so it's fine.
Okay. But like, yeah, I just feel like there wasn't enough in the way of like demonic, connotation to be like This is directly horror oriented. But like, still, if they do continue the series, I do expect like Francis to play like a major part in that
I think he's just a
aspect.
nice little guy, dude.
I don't know. There's something about the facade. I went into this being like, yeah, you know, we appreciate Francis, and then Francis got all creepy. Okay. He's the only character that's gotten
Good
out
for
of
the
hand.
vine.
Okay. So
There we go. Perfect.
maybe, I'm just saying that Francis might be an aberration. Okay.
What do you mean by
Not
aberration? does
he
that
might
mean?
be not somebody to trust at the end of the day.
You don't. Well, you know,
He's a
similarly,
freaky little
the
guy.
title of this is "I Don't Trust the Rabbit." But yeah,
He might not. Yet again,
I
Wendigo
disagree. Francis is a
might
nice
not
little guy.
trust. I don't know,
Yeah.
because yet again, after all of the wacky little nonsense he decides to pull, I'm thinking he's the only one that has any sort of like evil presence. He's the only one that brings it in. You might say those are jokes whenever there's an angel in the scene. But my brother in Christ, like, I don't know. Looks a bit sus to me, man. Francis might be a little
But
too goofy
Gabby's
for his own
innocent.
good.
We're in agreement, right?
Yeah, Gabby's innocent.
Yeah. Okay. That's
Francis, to me, Francis is the main, like,
you think
point of
Francis is the
contention.
demon?
Yes.
He's trying to
I
manipulate
would-
Gabby into doing evil.
Personally, I think it's one of those, like,
That
things
could
where
be interesting.
I think that Francis is more or less like he's got evil in his back pocket and he's waiting to strike kind of thing.
He does
there are
call the TV's demon boxes.
Yeah, and he's waiting yet again. He's showing signs. There will be signs,
There were in fact
But-
signs of
yeah.
his villainy,
but
but he
he's
plays
just
it
waiting
off
for
like
the
a
perfect
cute
moment.
little goober.
yeah,
It's true. He doesn't say any religious stuff, so if that's not possible for a demon, he doesn't do that. Bro
mhm.
is just chilling. He's just receiving it, just kind of taking it.
Yeah, he's getting yapped at, but also yapping back with evil.
That's an
At
interesting
least in
take.
my eyes,
That's an interesting take.
because
I always thought
He's-
Francis was innocent. You know, I thought he was.
I mean, at first I went into it being like, yeah, Francis could be a goofy little guy, but he's the only one with with some degree of evil subtext. There's not really any other character, unless you consider the part in the beginning with Gabby, where it was like what Wendigo was saying, who protected you? Why wouldn't she just say, God? Right? But
That
I
would've
think
been
that's
Jesus.
a little thing. Yeah, like, I feel like that's a little thing comparatively to, like, Francis being like, here's some dorky little eggs I made with probably,
yeah, you
you know,
see that in the
not
cartoon
so-
as a joke, though. That's a
But-
classic cartoon joke. I
And
don't think
then-
it's. I don't know.
he's one
Then
of
he's
the
got
only
goofy
ones
little drawings.
to...
Like it seems like a classic cartoon, like jokes kind of character.
He's one of the only
Everything.
ones to distort really heavily as well.
Yeah, but also
Besides Gabby.
those are once again you have to remember all that stuff is bonus episodes, and I don't know if that's actually canon. I can't speak to that whether it is or is not. I'm assuming it is, but it also could not be because it is labeled as a bonus episode, and its entire content is based on reading the viewers' questions. So whether it's real or not, I don't know. It's probably canon, but I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know
I
for sure,
was-
but it probably is.
if it isn't,
Because in universe, is Jonas watching those? Like, who's watching
Yeah.
it? I guess it's just us, is because he's posting it on YouTube.
yeah.
But the first one came out before he started live streaming. Well, so it's like, how did Francis start speaking? 'Cause he was still just in video format, and they can't do anything on video. They can only interact while it's live. So that's up to question whether it's real or not. Like that kind of. Once again, it does go back to my argument of maybe if this is a demon possessing Jonas or whatever, everything we saw was all post, and it's just him posting them up to spread them.
Yeah.
And the fact that Wendigoon live streamed it, Wendigoon, you rat, you're the one that spread it to all of us.
You're the
fact it was
Satan
live,
defender.
a video is safe, but since it was live, you live streamed it, Wendigoon, you spread it to all of us.
This is now a mimetic agent.
Yeah, it was innocent
This is
when it was a video.
This is a cognito hazard.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, once again, that's Wendigoon's fault right there. If he wants to play the demon game, then he willingly spread it to all of us. Am I the villain for believing the demon, or is he the villain for spreading the demon? Like, which is worse? Okay?
I mean...
And that's not my place to decide.
Yeah,
I'm just a messenger. I'm just saying what I thought.
Yet again, this is one of those scenarios where, you either become the villain or you live long enough to something.
Yeah.
That one. But yet again, my whole take on it is Francis is going to be the bad guy. Like, Francis is not cool, Gabby's innocent. Zag is innocent. I think they're going to pull, like, a wind out of the bag scenario and be like, Francis is not the good guy.
Right. Yeah, I think we'll wrap this up here.
That's my take.
Gabby is innocent. Wendigoon, you're
Wendigoon, it's not because she's a woman.
It's not because she's a woman, and I love her. It's because she's. It's just not because of that. Once again, I don't know. I can't put into words how I know it's not a demon.
Speaking.
Everything you're saying sounds like it could be correct, but I just disagree, and I can't. If he ever sees this, I'm speaking directly to you, Wendigoon. This video is for you. It's not because I love her. It's just because the way she is. I don't know. She's just not demon to me. I don't know how to say
he
it.
would not have relations with that animal.
I would not. But also, she's not a demon just because I know that and I feel that. It's what I feel, okay?
Yeah, he's having a connection with that animal right now. Also, Wendigoon, if you're watching this, hi!
Way to make it fucking cringe.